Now I'd like to show you some cool things about taking screenshots of what's on your computer. This is kind of handy, like if I'm shopping and I want to take a screenshot of something just before I hit buy or just after I hit buy, so I can see and have a record of it, or if I pay a bill, I might want a screenshot. So we don't need to talk to him. And so a cool feature here is using that Windows selection button here, that one, and use that in conjunction with your control. So you hit control and then that Windows select button, and it puts it in your download files on your computer. So say I just bought something and I'm really happy with the purchase. So now I'm gonna select, I'm gonna press down the control key. I'm gonna press the Windows select button here at the same time, and it takes a snapshot. You can see here a snapshot of what we just looked at, and it's been copied to the clipboard, and it's also in your download folder. So remember control and the Windows select button to take a screenshot of anything. Even like this Windows, this Arizona window, say we like this, all this information, and you got this, and you're like, well, that's pretty cool. And you said, oh, that's really neat, but hey, this average temperature chart, I really like that. But I just want to take a picture, I just want to take a screenshot of this. I don't want to take a screenshot of all this other crap. So now what you do is you hold down 3 buttons. You're going to hold down the control, the shift, and the Windows select button at the same time. And that gives you some options. So I'm going to press down control, then shift, and now I'm going to hit the Windows select button. And so it gives me an area to capture. So it gives a couple different menus here. And so right now I'm just going to use the mouse and I'm going to click down, use the 2-hand technique again to click down to drag and drop. So one finger is going to click, and then I'm just moving that over to here. I want to capture that corner there. And same thing over here. And go up to the top right here. I'm going to hold. It's important to do this. So one finger, I'm going to press and hold. You'll hear the keypad. You'll hear it click. Oh, lost it. So I'm going to do. Oh, I screwed up that demo. I don't want full screen. There we go. So start over. So if that happens, just start over, saying drag to select to an area. So with one finger, I'm going to hold down, and now I just drag across like this. And I've got my chart. So now I can just hit capture, and it too is going to save that, and it saves it in my download. So now I just got the chart. So now I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to my files, click that open. I'm going to go to my files, I'm going to go downloads, and there's my 2 screenshots I just took. One big, and you can see what time it was taken. So today, 8:02 p.m. and 8:04 p.m. So if I double click that, there's the screenshot. Again, this is just a picture. This is just a picture. This is an internet page. It's just a picture. And that's the title of the screenshot. So you can see nothing's going to work on here. But you can edit this picture too. You can crop it, do all sorts of things to it. So I want to X that out. And then here's the second one I took. This was the close-up. You see there it is. So it's kind of cool. So if you want to save screenshots of things, that's how you do it. And then again, at the same time, right now it's in downloads under my file. So again, this is the 32 gigabyte drive on your laptop, but you wouldn't be able to access this file with your iPhone because it's not on your Google Drive. So you can move this file to anywhere by dragging and dropping. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to drag and drop. So I'm going to take, or I can copy. I can always, it's probably just easier if you do 2 fingers at once. Right, 2 fingers at once, and then it opens up a menu once you highlighted it. Boom. And we can go copy. Boom. And then we go to Google Drive, miscellaneous from Rich, and we click anywhere here in this area with 2-finger clicks. Again, that's 2 fingers at the same time. Boom. And I say, what do you want to do? Paste. I click paste. And there's that file that showed up. And then you could rename it. So if you double click it, there's a rename option. So there it is. You rename it. You call it whatever you want. You rename it. It's just waiting for you to do whatever you want to it. So I'm happy with that. So that's getting screenshots. Again, Control and the Windows select key to get the whole screenshot, and then the Control Shift Control Shift and the Windows select key to get just a certain portion of it. So some other things as you're on the internet, you're looking around at stuff. If you want to make it bigger and smaller, as I said, you can do the reverse pinch thing. So I'm going to expand out and zoom in. I can do this all day long. And at some point you may be floating around, you don't know what level of zooming in, zooming out you're at. But the control key with plus and minus, so using this control key here, holding that down, and then clicking the plus and minus here, keys will make the screen size a little bit larger or smaller. So I'm just going to control key in the left hand, and then I'm going to hit the minus, and you can see it's just getting smaller and smaller. 57%, 50%, 33%, 25%, and so it's just getting smaller and smaller and smaller, so you can barely read it. So control, but at some point you might get lost. Well, how big is it really supposed to be? Well, if you go Control 0, it sets it to 100%. That's the default. So there's that. Last thing I want to show you in keyboards is for editing. We're going to go to our docs here. So this is our first test doc. Actually played with the other one. So I want to go. With this one. Oh, docs. Hit the right button, Rich. So this document here that we're working on. I'm gonna make it squeeze in so you can see things. So you know that hitting the shift key with any letter will give you the capital version of it. So if I hit I hold down the shift key and I press Z, I get capital Z's. Otherwise, if I press Z without it, I get small z's. So, but the question is, how do you make capital letters and hold it down? Normally there's a caps lock on most keyboards. It says caps lock, but they ran out of space on the Chromebooks. So it's a really funky key set. So what you do is you gotta hit the Alt key and the Tab key at the same time, and that toggles you between capital letters and non-capital letters. So I'm going to hit Alt Tab. I'm sorry, it's looking glass. It is looking glass. So it's not the Alt Tab. Alt Tab gets you between, like we said earlier. It's the Alt key and the search key at the same time, and that puts you in capital letters. And the way you can see that, the caps lock, is it's confirmed here. So you see that little icon there. So with uppercase next to the number 2. That 2 means notifications. You get 2 notifications. So now everything I type is, so there's my D key. Everything is all caps. So if you want to make all caps, that's how it works. And to get out of it, you just hit the Alt and the search key. At the same time, the Alt, search, and it's gone. So boom, boom. It's on, boom, boom, it's off. And now you're back to regular letters, so I wanted to show you that. And with that, you're off to a good start. So again, most of the stuff you're going to use is just the internet, and this is just great as internet browser. So I'm just closing things up here, and then we'll close that one. The other thing that's cool about Chromebook, yeah. So anyway, there's that.